Hi y'all, this is Miss VB and I am going to explain the Student Interest and Skill Inventory survey to anybody who might not feel comfortable doing it without an explanation. If you do feel comfortable taking this without an explanation, you can go for it and you can pause this video now. Otherwise, let's get started. What class period are you in? That's pretty basic. When people want to know about blank, they ask you. So I want you to fill in that blank with something you know a lot about or something you're really interested in. This is not school related. This could be, for me, it would be like when people want to know about baking bread, they ask me because I love to bake bread. Or I could put, when people want to know a lot about horror movies, they ask me because I love horror movies and I love recommending my favorites to people. If you could have any job, what would it be and why? Imagine you have 1 week to travel for free anywhere in the world. Where would you go and what would you do while you were there? Do you plan on participating in any sports or clubs? If so, which ones? This gives me an idea of not only what you're interested in, but this also gives me an idea of what your time commitments after school look like. If you could learn about anything, what would it be? And why are you curious about this? Remember, this doesn't have to be school related. So it could be anything from canoeing to sewing, from the war that took place in 1916 to poverty levels in suburban or rural school differences. So this could be about any topic, and I just want to know why you're curious about it. What do you like to do in your spare time? This question seems easy, but it actually can be kind of hard for people because a lot of the times people struggle with hobbies and things that they're interested in. So just think about what you're interested in and what you like to do. If you're not really sure, then you can put I don't know, but I would rather you put I'm not sure because that helps me understand that you don't really know what your hobbies are yet versus saying something like sleep or listen to music. Listening to music can be a hobby, however, it's pretty general and doesn't let me know that much about you because almost everybody likes to sleep and listen to music. So I'd like you to either think of something that's more specific to you or just put I'm not sure. Number 8, please rank yourself on a scale. 1 means you need lots of help in this area, and 10 means this is a personal strength of yours on the following skills. This helps me be a better teacher for you. Question number 1, coming up with solutions to problems. Skill number 1. How well do you think you do at coming up with solutions to problems? This lets me know how creative you are. Or the skill I'm looking for here is creativity. 5 is like pretty neutral, and then, up or down from there. How well do you do at expressing personal thoughts, beliefs, ideas, or emotions? This shows me the skill that you have with self-awareness and personal expression. Are you good at expressing how you feel and what you think? Or do you kind of keep it all inside and not many people know what you actually believe in or what your thoughts are? And there's no wrong answers. There's no right answers. This is not about good or bad. This is not about right or wrong. This is about non-judgmentally looking at where everybody lands. The ability to keep going when things get hard. The skill I'm looking for here is perseverance. Do you tend to give up pretty easily? Or do you struggle through things that are really, really hard? There's no wrong answer and no judgment. I just want to know where you are currently at and hopefully where you will go through this class and where you will end at the end of it. So the more honest you can be, the better. How talented are you at gathering information on a subject? This is research. The skill we're looking for is research. Are you pretty good at identifying facts, real news versus fake news, getting the inside scoop, getting the tea? Or is that not something you're very talented in, or is it not something you're very interested in? How good are you at writing about experiences, events, people, etc.? The skill here is literacy, and I'd like to know your talent level with writing. Do you keep a journal? What do your text messages look like? What does your writing look like? Does it sound like you? Is it pretty generic? What do you think about your own writing? Everybody writes. I'm not judging you. I just want to know where you fall. What about working actively in a group? I forgot to put the word in there. But working actively in a group, this skill here is collaboration. So do you kind of fall back and fall silent in a group? Do you end up feeling uncomfortable or awkward? Hopefully our community circles help out with this, because if you just end up feeling shy or awkward, that's less an indicator of how talented you are at collaboration. That more just be a sign that you don't feel comfortable in class. And that's very different from not being able to collaborate. But let's say that you felt totally comfortable with everybody that you were working with. Do you think that you would work really well with them? You could actively participate? Or do you tend to kind of let others do the majority of the work? You fall behind, you don't work well with others. Maybe it's because of nerves, or maybe it's because of fear. I'm not judging you, I just want to know where your talent level with that is. 14 is about leadership. How well do you do in leading others to achieve a goal? Are you good at helping people solve problems? Are you good at organizing tasks that need to be done to achieve a goal? Are you good at, do you feel comfortable kind of helping people by saying, hey, this is what we're going to work on today. Who wants to do it? You know, kind of getting people together on a team and keeping them focused. What's your talent level with that? 15, the skill here is working independently. So self-regulation. If you never had anybody around you to keep you focused, including me, how well do you do regulating your time, your goals, and your tasks? 10 is very, very, very awesome. That's like the best. You're awesome at it. 1 is you get sidetracked. You're on your phone a lot. You might need some motivation from others. The skill for number 16 is accountability. Helping yourself and others to stay on task or on track. Are you good at this skill? Can you hold yourself accountable? Can you hold others accountable? If people are not doing what they need to be doing to get a job done, or you're not doing what you need to be doing to get a job done, are you good at kind of holding yourself or others accountable and getting back on task? Or do you kind of, you know that things aren't going well, but you don't say anything, you don't do anything about it? You kind of get frozen. Number 17, the skill here we're looking for is advocacy. So, are you good at communicating when something isn't going the way you want or need it to? Will you speak up or communicate? Will you write something, say something, indicate to me or others that what you need, you're not getting your needs, they're not being met? That's called advocacy. So whether you need to look at a grade, or whether you need to get this job done, or whether you need photos for a piece of art or a yearbook spread, whatever it might be, are you good at advocating and saying, hey, this isn't the way it needs to be, or do you kind of keep that all inside? And then we're just moving back to interests. If someone wrote a book about your life so far, what would the title be? This is just for my eyes only. You can use any words that you want to use. Profanity in this classroom, as long as it is not said with disrespect or malice. Sometimes it helps to express sometimes it helps for self-expression. So you can use profanity where appropriate, keeping in mind that any sort of hate speech or derogatory language is never acceptable in this classroom. If you could interview anyone, dead or alive, who would it be and why? Number 20, what is one thing you are excited about for this school year? 21, what's one thing that makes you feel nervous or worried about this school year? 22, is there anything you want me to know about you? For instance, I am Miss Van Buskirk. My pronouns are she, her, and hers. If you have a different pronoun or you're gender neutral, that would be something that would be really good for me to know so that I don't use the wrong pronouns with you. If you have a nickname that you would rather me use, I would much prefer to use a name that you feel comfortable with than a name that's listed as your legal birth name. So please tell me those things here in this box. And number 23, is there anything you want to know about me? Anything, any questions that you have here? Doesn't guarantee I'll answer them, but you can ask me anything in that box. I hope this was helpful for those of you who needed the extra explanation here, and good luck on your survey.